Ebusiafo yamamina akwaba edeba TRK multimedia meeting ede ata ba for Jamra Utumi Efreme the Royal King. Michelle say and then they kind and if you've not subscribed to this very channel, but more than say you subscribe to this channel, then we are now share na bibia aye kama. Now me so come and say aye Vasca freelancers omo no mo boy chidom ne de sa adwuma die ebramu ntino mesem wa yanko bibia my miss mape me kwa kwaje nkrato e be sa besisia.
Hold on a moment. Are you in need of a web developer, SEO services, digital marketing, graphic design, or even on-site services like artist booking, handyman, house cleaning, and event services? We've got you covered. Save yourself the stress of searching. Let us get you the professionals who can provide you with high-quality services for your business and your needs at an affordable price. Freelance experts, screened by Vasca, are prepared to provide you with exactly what you need, whether you are searching for online services or on-site services. Your satisfaction is guaranteed since our trusted experts wait to be paid until you give your final approval. Know exactly what you pay upfront with no hidden fees, whether your project requires a fixed or even hourly. Your dedicated Vasca support personnel is at your service 24/7. So place your service with confidence. Your expert freelancer is waiting to complete your work right now. Vasca, expect quality, pay less.
Vasca, expect quality, pay less. Ebusia mamo akwa babiom edeba TRK multimedia ewo YouTube, se wo hwe wo Facebook so a the Royal King ubutumi ahwe ewo Facebook na bibia aye kama. And then Ghana football in a babeka ho sem na ebusia ye na yunim senia Ghana for yakoma ene yadwen ye bibia sesi akora de betting kora sa babeka wotin krofodo musika omodo makoma omodo mu bibia akwakɔhye football mu na senia Ghana football kono omo mu die enim nu kora nim se enema enkoye from junior teams kodu senior teams o mu say probably they're doing a lot of investment. Behind the closed door investment in the crown, you say who the yielding, like what is it yielding? But almost say there is nothing wrong with Ghana football. Almost say there is nothing wrong with Ghana football. Say there is something wrong with Ghana football. I know, and top journalists be sport journalists be Kumha organizing Save Ghana Football demonstration be on the 14th of February 2024 Valentine's Day Kumi and organizing that demonstration no. I'm going to go see Ghana after the Ghana football no akwa could say common sabi African Cup of Nations crown say yet to be qualified. We are finding it very difficult to qualify. The question is so you better qualify Afcon 2025 Ambobo Morocco Libiana. You bet to me I qualify Ghana at the third. Angola 9 points. Sudan almost no Kwesi Appiah and for winning on matches. I think so. They also have 7 no, they have 8 points. Until winning 2. Winning 3. Yeah, home and away. Yeah. So they have 7 points. Until they need just 1 point to qualify. They need just 1 point to qualify. Now, I come with 2 matches. Do you think Kwesi Appiah any the team now? You sure more than yano? Mama Emma Niger to me Asho Moana. And I say Kwesi Appiah got qualify. Waba Modi Asha Ghana 2-0. Or She Ghana 2-0. Only about draw. I just 3 points. 4 points out of a possible 6 points. What if Ghana for you just 1 point, but until able to me qualify. And I minimum major for my standby almost try and didn't I bet discuss it in 7. Now make I say Vasca freelancers almost you chudom Pisramwa say oh Bibia or say oh yeah or Ghana or Kuntum say oh Bibia so Ghana make sure so would they see painting plumbing so well say ubi company be Ghana website designing flyers and in the can be even if uko school kurana say obako school here tutorials be aman online contact Vasca freelancers na ono ending komo na ombebo Ghana football no baby e kono o ma ino ending komo nchese ade ne essay and then I say and that mitie audio bi osofo bi su di ababetum say waso da yamie ye say da yesu mpo yankopon yi ya kire no yi ya kire ne clear say in fact okreku baby onam no na matechim odi Ghana football na me na atechim nti onye bibi waka ka okreku mfi no nti no omo de sika na omo pe ebusia me amiji jumedi chama midin ede ata bafo jamba me Mr. Ed or all the way Canada or standby or Dominic Obo and also me Pakwesi Nana Kwesi so ho me Mr. Biden also US also ho me apart from bebre mo UK ni ade o mabeka ye ho also no ubetumi ababeka ye ho na bibia ye kama ye de number no ebetu dwa. Let me see if I have the number. Sorry. Yeah, the number no ba betu dwa na bibia ye kama ebusu for intino say utie ya obetumi etie Facebook the Royal King share with Facebook the Royal King. Rosie, I know you are watching. Yankopon Shaw you say bibia boko. Obetumi abeka ho na bibia aye kama. Before that, you know, me the Esembia top sport journalist mo Ghana editu dwa mebo emo machemu miensa sports obama de ne etu dwa dan koku yebu a enso ka ne de owo secret bi a umeyi enya agro ansana other top journalists omo so no omo no di same omo no betu dwa no eno so mechichem na me de atu dwa one by one tebusia mesemo ase yenko tie ni Sadiq Adams odi dwa Sadiq Adams sports obama odi dwa no na yewia na yaka ho asem
tina emaye mu biye kasa no so obisa me say Ghana football wo hin sesia de metima ya na say meye indicators because ene na megina so de ahwe ba bia wo indicators ne o foundation de emaye kasa football bi o baby eno ye the biggest one for me ye local league ena o my bia o pese ye the strength of the country's footballer. The big major responsibility on the federation and our association here in the local league. See Ghana local league, you know, South Africa countries in the year 54. Now we share the strength. Baby Ghana done ye da form flats. Ye one of the poorest of Africa in terms of economic, in terms of competition. BBM no ye league in our form. Ye back up. Ranking of local league, you know, Ghana yendru ya tra 30 ayeko. Local league, we used to be number 1. And I know you one indicator. I saw red. The dashboard no league na so red. Now you are under 17 because the youngest of and all national teams are building. Local league in division 1 and division 2 nyina ka hona so red no. Under 17 also we used to be the best. Your boy JVC under 16 tournament Japan. Before Japan MC Yakobo
Japan 93 about Barcelona.
No, you call 80s no. You call back Nigeria for Koshe ansa na yebeba 93. Omo de mpanyimfo bi that time no omo nyina nyenye pa anti 80s no almost start here near call 91. Near call 93. Japan Ecuador. Anti it was you call Ecuador Malaysia to aswa near the bar. Anti under 17 they bedu 97 nyina near that so strong. Ewo ho. And ye de ba mu bedu 2007 kra no. Na otimu say yakọ work up akodi 4th enye bad. Nti eno nso say we compare now since 2017 yenko biem since 2017 yenko under 17 ni biem. Now the 2017 they kwa we free mo na say from 2007 no yakọ baako 2017 no
India.
India. Nti we South Korea 2007 free obesi 2017 and we 10 years. Yakọ 1. And yes, from 2017 the basis are brain yanko biem. Nti it means in over 15 years yako under 17 1. Number under 20. The only African side that you win under 20. Ghana.
Egypt. Na me woko.
Fantastic. And also free waba besi sabre no. Under 20 no World Cup no. The last one I call 2013 and I'm
13.
Turkey.
Turkey, yeah.
And also free wa yanko be 11 years. Now about under 23. Under 23 no so 2004 Athens. Until we dashboard no so under 17 aso. Under 20 aso call. Black Meteors no there aso dinaso den 20 years. Driver phone ko an bit na hwe ade aso call one on dashboard 20 years when check it.
Fuel gauge aso.
You say 5 na aso you. 5 and aso dinaso. Na die na aso ba ko e di etime car na ko kakra. Ma men ko ma no so side. Na ma ye fair. Ma no so ye na the first national team ye qualify Ghana ha national teams no. Black Queens na qualify for the first time or World Cup. Senior national team ye qualify for World Cup ye Black Queens. That was 99, right?
99.
And ye called 2003.
USA,
and ye called 2007.
China.
Ye called twa so. And also free hoba no. Ye call biem until free 2007 bar 17 years in ye. Ye call World Cup. African Cup no so na ye Nigeria na bosso. Ye bobo could do final na a lot of na share.
Your last final year 2 for Nigeria. No,
yes.
After that, yeah.
Afcon no.
Yes,
say qualification for women's Afcon no. Amai na ye ni omo pre no. Ghana na ye the best. Nigeria na ye ni omo pre. Until the best two. Na sabra na Ghana Black Queens ejina na so no. Na Arab for no. Maya finti no omo mobo. Because no one person be my fear free or mutinti no more the almost started ball cry say ye ball or national team no and then Morocco be year free Egypt a year free Algeria a year free
South Africa default
South Africa
Zambia
by sao mine nyina be ye enti sa okay kan nyina bo ma Black Queens ne so asoko and now call a man under 17 ho a eno no qualifies na e bo no Africa no bebre ani omo bo mumbo bi da nti ande ye bo ani a qualify yakọ World Cup na to aso 8
yeah
ni nyina group stage ni efrim nti progress bi ani wonti ano so asoko
even the 21
under 20 ni nso ewo emba no so side eno na no kra under 17 say ma no mko emba pa ko bobo no mawiem wo mfiem ma pa de nka ma under 17 de administration we hwe mo ko wi a mfiem san cheating eno so ye bane ye nti eno so asoko eno kra asoko no sa criminal call eda ho na waba emanda 20 mabo Black Queens nti sa indicators ni nyina na medical local league ne ho a na ni nyina na kwa akoye 10 e dashboard no so ni nyina so red alert na de na ekutam ba ko eye Black Stars no nti eno na ema ka no ko kakra wa na ejina wa na koye wa na ejina na etwetwe ni mu na driver ni ye nipa boni ni nti ka na etwe ni mu nyina wo trafita no okọ ka no dede free mu no okọ na se Black Stars no so ko drew Afcon no na ye je ya ne first country ye je ye ko Afcon no to so 4 times final 4 times straight minim so my bia ye bi owi ase da
na 4 teams na bu 4 and 8 teams so
and yes abe am na enim nyansa nti omo na ebo se Real Madrid je European Cup na teams yes serve o timu kwa ya mfa so tutu mirika bato magic nti akọ 4 African Cup of Nations final to so straight nti 1970 ubuza kwesi uso so omo koye omo ntimi anye na omo bedu airport na omo tete omo ferry omo do final omo ntimi anye that was the country. And the idea that
was the standard final. Then
final omo call final omo ntimi anye no cry ACC omo military rule Sudan and they say o say mama country neje omo bedu ha na obi etete say Ghana do final ye ntimi anye because ye ko bi ayeje and the idea bedu final ni ekọ semi final ni ekọ final ni ekọ semi final na ade no so call no na ka we no because ho na so call no wo ya nyina so baakum and be kan ne kon 2014 ho and start say afede kan no jeki ntu hwa na yakọ Afcon 2015 final yakọ 2017 quarter final yakọ 2019 round of 16 yakọ 2021 group stage You call 2024 group stage. 2022 World Cup group stage. Nti na ade no atwa curve ama ko no overheating asaka no.
Yes.
Nti eduru ho no de no nkete na ekuta we nu mu ade ko ni nyina no so asɛ nti afi aka no prekope e na amanfo si gina ka no na sɛ wo ye nipa pa de na wo twika ye gina
So me experience me
na hwɛ de e koso no na ka ye de ya bi obi o team bia me ma twika ya 20 ma ye say makwa ma twika 20 years nyam na mbe e na woko bibia stop
ade no so asoko
ka yi mu mfutuo ani friends enwusie nti wo pe Ghana football position na driver for mo team na wonde beti ase yi afi the Black Stars no graph na beda form group stage na group stage na niama ahoma kura kaka na eho Mozambique Comoros ka inframa boa na ka ni tu afi de bia ka na duru no bibia me se wo tena wo finger kura wo ka no ma na ka no kofom Mozambique Comoros, Madagascar, Libya, Sudan. Sa my way are first now China ocean is 7 wa away 4 wo home. Now yeah 11. Uhu ne mobona Kwame Nkrumah pe o ma sem na omba ha. Ocean is 6 first half for the second half mo for any agro. Na afi mapon. Sa my no omu hia ye pe na omo ahye. Nti ama obi amuye wo tournament biam. Babia na beba bedru bi kwa qualify na ko group stage na u free man na chesa afi obedu babia won qualify kra na very evident nti obi a wotika no mahu za ade na de ebegina driver ni nko ase nyina na agina sese babia adru no agina ye pushi ebeko aka babia ebe pushi kra enko biem but agina for the first time in 20 years Ghana will not qualify for the African Cup of Nations. For the first time in 20 years. 20 solid years. Now you qualify. You don't qualify for African Cup of Nations. Into the position and say dashboard or no dear. Bibia so call amaka na jina. Nye ni jina no.
Ono aka no ande
ne pe. No jina na chesa asema ba.
They say ni fi olasa.
Bibia Vero. Kai why nyina atetifu na woka. This is the position of Ghana football. If you are able to point to me one driver ni so kra fa the fa ball no park no driver ni so oba kai ya se onya ba bi nda. O park car na beda ba bia infrastructure so kra no ye ni bi e wo football no. Nti bibia ye indicator no obi a wo contrary opinion to the American say bibi koso na ma moso no obetimi dia Ghana football aso red na ye nyina ma no agina February na panyimfo amoteti hai mo amokoka se ba bia adu ni the overheating the ekutansuo ebetimi dia aguma ma ogina wa nyina call parliament minister of youth and sports omunyina ye ka kire omo say ade na soko bia nyina ye nya Ghana fo bi omo so teka anum bi emo mo so be ka say ka bi o itimi so overheating ye ko
esiri adwuma
didi de ya say mo amoti mu no
the car is in safe hands.
It's in safe hands da bani na o chika ni yenim no
ye
du ti hu say kramai e wo fie na kromfo wura ho na krama na ampo a na kire say wonim no manini kromfo
Any cromfo.
anase
wamano do be
owia o mani biwe ye nyina iwo krom ha sabe makro mo mpe ball kra ase ba bia na ye hwe ball no se di asai nti mumye ni enua mu achi na enye se kan ne ma na o matwe o mo se ye toato adwene na mo kofa coach mo kofa baako very 5-6 managerial coaches changes or Black Stars 6 in 5 years 6 na nikanika adwuma kra den kra ye fa nipa ntentem sa 6 5 years and what for coach is 6 and ye ka kire wo say ye de ye ntan obi aba ye hu ne say enye coach asem
hey 5 years Black Stars have had 6 coaches
kwasi apia ket ne be pam no 1 ket ne pam kwasi apia
Ironically, mo only when since 2020 and 2029 against
2019.
2019
Guinea-Bissau.
There be
South Africa.
Sao Tome.
Sao
And no
Tome.
ye Kotiapia last victory.
South
Jordan.
Africa.
Koshomo. And no last victory.
Ocean in Afcon context and so on. The last victory I yenya
Away.
Afcon.
Away.
No, Afcon tournament. Guinea-Bissau. Kwesiapia. Ono a
Sort of group.
on yes.
Mo last
Your last victory
away.
or Afcon, your last away victory, ni nyina ye coach we.
Kwesi Apia.
Keto Krekuba e no na be yi ni free ho. Because
Okay.
na issues wo ha, me pese me kan wo ha, ba mo ka say wa bon pa because on free player bi a, we are affiliated to Dreams FC.
Okay.
And omu yi ni free ho. And this is me obi na e ka dan wo ha. Fast checker. Omu nyina wo ha.
Yeah, Benjamin Tete.
Benjamin Tete. And omu yi kwasi free ho na omu kofa. Silver Rival can buy no.
That be CK. I'm on the CK by.
And CK there or a system no more coach dreams. He understands the philosophy. Oh, say yeah, uncle school ninti brofo omodi BT no. And omo kan ya na say din you know obey.
Also so about agro football.
Also bebo agro football say obedi agro. Anko siaga afi na we say omo de pressure pam no because oya list Black Star list no de kono ade be chin so obekan. Or the 22 be ko ade be chin na dane 25.
25.
Nipa so
25 on only day 11.
on only dey no dey aba no. Nipa so the 9 months na wo mo me dey list aba nra ade che na ya abeka ho ya be wo bi aka ho na che say de na ompese omo ne ye na anye yi wan ka no kra akopim so free ho ntitama na ye ka say omo ye influence no wan support to ye ba o free ho no obeka ye ne na aka bom wa ba ye ho eno mo kokofa Milo ebae ena ket beka say we nye matrai makwe we dey oye trust papa isu be kochi Ghana
Tried and tested.
tried and tested o free Ghana okoye no onkochi o ma bia ndu 4 months so opodu o mo say na Ghana na okoye ade o mo ko work up dey pa na uni wa Algeria dey 2 months na 2 months no kwa 1 month 3 weeks because no dey ba ko no 1 week dey problem na ma no akọ o mo pam no 1 month 3 weeks say onim di bia players na akọ report no say papa no onim training Riyad Mahrez mo say onim training cry and na Milo sa ko ni okochi 3 teams after Ghana obia pam no in less than 4 months and yes so you tried and tested because abahada ni review so about 2009 say last 13 and Michael Essien mo ne solid team bi obi build no de call adwuma fine why ade and mo sa ki Milo no mo ko fa hwan ba bi
Almost sack.
Milo ko no mo ko fa Otuado
David Masokona do. Ehye ntem ho
Maso
kakra.
Okunadu be share ho kakra spare driver de menkan ne nka ho na Otuado abamienu Chris Hutton
Chris.
nti 6 nti sa de Max Okunadu no kra ka ho 7 in 5 years
Tango so kra be hwe ho kakra na.
Tanko no ya assistant
Ah, no,
Kofi Apia ko no ko nti 6 and 7 managers nti ye ka kire omo say yakọ Afcon mienu akọ World Cup ni nyina ya free mu o group stage ebi nto ye da this is unprecedented now my bia nka mu nyina mba resign ba Ghana na resignation ka into the mon pause coaching search no na yanko ya inquisition
Eno
deeper
keke.
when obi busa o say ade na nya coach nti mu mienye deeper introspection say de na ekoso a yentumi mobile ni ya obi a hye yesa say duro kura na obi ato ya yempa na chewansa na coach na betia so papa na ode ekofa Milo bae Mark Ado Black Stars chairman na ono o manage team bia o Ghana hada ntumi fa team nhya ne sa de say Black Star
Sure.
ono ano musa akofa ne say onsign kofa coach Milo okofa Milo bae Chris Hutton and he no na de ko World Cup nti from Cameroon from World Cup sa papa na no musa di na chi bie ma ne kofa a friend say Otuado e bae and was idea called Afcon into 2 African Cup of Nations and 1 World Cup. Black Star chairman. It is okay can you money boomwa. Biama Ghana footballer do and say long term no dear. Penny for high double bobby so but in the short term under this administration, what I find main restraining from saying is that Nana, the current group of administrators or Mulidi Ghana football no. Omoye Nipa they came purposely for money. That is what I see. A group they came say, let's help ourselves and make money. Until the object of leading the association is to amass wealth for a few group be on. So we share appointments. Now we share the kind of channel our more kwa. now we share the linkages and even collapse. All of a sudden, so we collapse from 2019 to from under 17 bar. You can link them under 20. You can link where the teams belong to. Ntikoko football boy 18 in 1960. Now, fair I hear Juma Pa. Unu anymore. All of a sudden, Crophobia no play a more national team that. Say Yanesa, Koku, Yabua Bay GFA president, and after all of a sudden, Obajana are gonna players. Agura players in Elbow. Odi so banners 5 years, Albert na fe. Achimabo abu into Yanesa. Now, Pesa Oche say, Bono, a constituency based. Sana mimi huno senka ye cancer no mutia. But the NT amount muntie ne says, oh, de personal interest do anymore. The BNU will be a say in the end. Black Stars and qualify for Afcon. And what I can say is say any country with Ghana's stature in football, nkayenti ha no pay BNC. The chairman of the Black Stars is cooling off in USA.
Who is he?
Mark Addo, the American Assembly. He's cooling off in US. The vice.
But Nana, I learned to say that role is currently being handled by Randy Abbey, but they're an official. That is what I learned.
They are no Muslim. Say they are back official there no. They are official.
Because who's on call in Sudan? Who's a Randy Nekoi? Most Black Stars matches in recent time. That is the role he plays. Anyway.
And I called before coming.
Anyway.
From FA. Maybe some one Black Stars chairman say Macado.
Yeah.
From FA executive committee.
Yeah, but an insider said Randy is playing that role now. But I say Omuntuminyan public for reasons best known to them.
And American said Omumra Bonte and an advice and Suniho. Na omo kwaji iska wo Brazil no say e ka so omo mfa bi mra 400,000 no entina e maye mu bi
Usuafo we ni nsɛm Sadiq Adams or the two ma menkan inipa amwo amanfo a omo hwɛ me wo Facebook Rosie yeah Rosie mawakwa bosi wofa good evening gifty MP Kunedu aka Pelimpe me da say wo hwɛ me ngiri se bibia boko me hu wache ma film Vida Kumi my sister Vida Kumi she's also watching from Aguna room. That's it sister Medred Obu Simpson aka Isiata me da se be say wo hwɛ me and also hwɛ me all the way from somewhere in Ghana. Can say hello dear bros. It's not easy. Yes, Ghana football. You know, we share Facebook here. Sebio, me any member. And Markrana na ko meninje ball. No me beguso. And I say how to say assembly how more mutie what is actually going on. Etusia, so again yeah, Mr. Ed. Oh, how many Mr. Ed be shase na Pagasi wo ha na we on me too. Ho na odi ama me na me no we du nkomo. Utie me up. Yetie Sadiq Adams ne sem no. Pagasi what me kan.
Yeah, but don't go.
Yo, Pagasi, we just say na utie Sadiq Adams ne sem no bebre na ebi ho na ya sefem ebi atete. We di Ghana football echi ache. We di echi ache papa. De bia me ka say me ska ka me sponsor mo akwa GFA chairman. Pacho, Pagasi. Sadiq Adams say na wo ka wo.
Yeah, that's it. Make sure with you for now.
Yo.
It's someone kind. Oh. It's someone kind.
Yeah.
And your news, so what say your news.
Yeah.
It's no news. And these are things that over the years. Oh my can. I just say it's like OBABB, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are saying it. The person doesn't see it yet. See, they don't really care. It's not news, but I thought they be maybe media phone should be
okay
because these things they know say why do they sometimes want to cover it up? Why do they then someone change my answer? And first time Obama Kenny, what actually informed your friend is saying almost save the Ghana football demonstration is because of a combination of a lot of these things. So I say, time na Kate Babe GFA president, they knew him. No money ni power. They knew what he was capable of doing. And I know money said that you sue extra tier. That is why Obi said that Kokuya Bobakacho say now on support no. But you know what? I think the biggest problem is that term that they use, say football people, no. And they have problem, no.
Okay.
Because serious countries don't play football, no. You don't necessarily have to be a club owner.
Okay.
Before you take a position. But Ghana, you know, what I say you have to be a football person. You have to be affiliated to a club. Sa constitution is so much changing.
I still believe that. Back with Siminjo, no. Sa constitution, I hear from to me say before you take that position as GFA chairperson, I say anybody who works around GFA executive committee member, nobody should own a club. You can belong to a club, fine, but do not own a club. To me,
I would say the late Ben Kofi. Or the 5-year development plan by no. I may be wrong though, but not Manchester like he owned a football club. See, it's something that those people just to I don't the better way, I don't know the right way to use. A consolidate grip of power because I'm very, very sure that you know very well that there are courses that I've taken and they can handle this FA. You see, being the FA president, is just like a managerial job.
Of course.
Obia administration. There are people who have masters and they have various degrees in administration. They can do this job perfectly. And say there are qualified people who can do it. So then they have to bring that owning a club and affiliated to a club, just to make it narrow.
Yes. Because
that is the problem.
Like Moses Fuabuni, Herbert Mensah, even Kwabna Yaboa, Carl Tufuo, all these people, they have idea to me, Nina and Teda Banda point. Only now to me, I football, or friend say GFA chairmanship.
Look, we have a problem. We have a very big problem. And what say Sadiq Kasano starting from qualification, being first African country, we need under 20 work. Look, we said this over and over again. Say the grassroots football is gone. And what actually brought this thing up is the idea of say entity players and not the biggest problem, no. Until we have a policy where we groom players in the country and share those days, before just imagine say Anthony Yeboah was fully matured before he moved to Saarbrücken and started playing and eventually from Saarbrücken to Frankfurt as all the colleagues near their day. Principally more Sarika, he would have just given you a chronology of it. Said these players were so developed before they left. Okay, and development in the sense they played in our local leagues. They got the exposure, they got the experience, and some into be a ball league or Ghana, be 4-5 seasons. What she goes when you experience, on bench warmer. Such as he the person walks straight to the starting lineup, or better still, or co-team or being a regular play a womb, right? And also, class or the national team, the team culture is there, the experience is there. But to say what we see, academy knows, or taking player 1, 2, 17, 18, they ship them out, and they don't even care about where they go. And their development, they don't even follow. Once I want to win, and only a problem, no. And that is so evident. Say, the Ghana book that crucial match, your FA president was in Germany selling players. So what I say, and obviously these players, what we are, that is the problem. So all the things that Sadiq Kain, they are very true, but it's not news. For me, if you ask me, it is not news. It's something that has been there over the years. We refuse to work on them. We refuse to handle those things. So I say, that's the thing. I think the best way is for them to just they should just stop talking about it, because them go see baby. Honestly, my initial statement.
Na omujai ka dey say yenzu yebe jai ka yebe yentena ha biomu. If you say assembly they want say before say what do you call it? Penia owofie na ohwene yede ne sekan edwa na nka ne ye ka na nka we for ka ho bi. Inti no say yet ho na say betumi aka ya ka mbo ebia na one person bi beba obetumi obetie ebia Papa,
the solution, if you ask me, the solution right now, we need a long-term plan. That long-term plan, then they say, let's empower people who can manage football properly. Do you get it? Don't let us leave it in the hands of so-called football people.
Anything I said, they
yeah, but at the end of the day, no.
Hello, Bagas. Yeah, I'm saying, break. I don't know, say if you mean I say if you hope. But yeah.
Ghana is a serious country. And the decline of the Black Stars, we are on the verge to qualify for Afcon. It's a huge advantage for the FA president is just to resign.
To step down.
So I said, to resign, to step down. Because honestly, who wouldn't say Abuja if an official does something else for the whole back to Abia, like they feel the people, so they resign. But
they resign,
Sadiq said, they are there just to make the money. That's all. They are not there to develop the game. They are not there to help the nation. They are just to make the money. And once they are making the money, any other thing is
nonsense for them. Yeah.
You get it? Any other, because at the end of the day, you don't have anything. They have the money. They control it. Even the media full crowd. Look, media full crowd now. I will tell you, say Sadiq when one or two beer, they are actually upright. They are all bot media. It's in the course. They know exactly. Look, for me, we should just forget about Ghana for the next 5 years. Say, I can't ban it. Say, I will not even be surprised if the government, because I buy the ball blasters on car, on the board national teams on car. So I say, so if the government says, okay, me sponsor national team, where they should use the FA should use their own money to do it. Because money comes from the government, almost so like cheap money be wasted. And I don't think any businessman will put money in a business and for results somebody be on this cabbage. Exactly. So your friend is saying current president, you finance him now. Yeah, 5 years at least Nigeria did it, they came back stronger.
Yeah.
Ghana will not be the first country to do it. Yeah. Because the rate at which it's really terrible. And like you just said, people's hearts, if everything goes so bad in Ghana, the economy, everything out. Football is one thing that unites the people. They've said it over and over, and it's true.
Yeah.
Football, they blasters in a room. The teams, national teams in India, room. Why 2009, we didn't have the best of economy, so we didn't have we were not in heaven. No. But because the likes of Ajimamedu, the day you went to win World Under-20 World Cup. Look at the Niger crew.
Okay.
So I say, and these are people who are supposed to be working for us. Like they are not listening to anybody. Okay. What can you do?
Me said, remember 1 minute to wrap it up, and Nipa 2 business, so I mean, for almost so dear.
Yeah, sure. So basically, what I'm saying is, in wrapping up, these things, any news.
Okay.
Kasa and there or China, if the people at the helm of affairs, if they are not willing to listen and change anything, this thing it goes beyond any coaching assent. It's purely a managerial problem.
Yeah,
purely managerial. Look today, and then Kudus scored a goal. Iñaki scored 2 goals. I'm watching Bournemouth and Arsenal. Partey is at the helm of it. He's playing. Look. Antoine Semenyo has 2 shots on target right now. These are players that are doing very well at club level,
exactly.
but because they are not being managed properly, when they come, they will falter. Say, if this FA doesn't go, if you don't bring the right people, if you don't change this football people nonsense, no. Before say I see a day FA be or yet knowledgeable, somebody who knows much about management, somebody who knows much about administration, somebody who is learned. Keto is a journalist, for God's sake. I mean, as a journalist, but what the fact he's a trained journalist. What
So
has
why
a
is
trained
he doing
journalist
this?
business to do with managing football? Exactly, that is the thing.
Why
That is the
doing
thing. And
this?
moreover, when Kusinya Techi was in power, when Kusinya Techi was the FA president, Kent was one of the people, the furious. Sadiq Mubere say Kent was the same to Kusinya Techi. The same thing. He was even worse. So for you to come and be doing this, look, I don't know. Me, honestly speaking, I've given up on Ghana. I won't lie to you.
Please.
I've given up. Now I'm supporting Sudan. Any Togo.
Oh yes, Mr. Assistant. All right, Mr. Ed, Mr. Ed, a sports analyst, I will busy Canada. Me NKB, Uncle Ponya, my sponsor, my GFA president. Hey, Mr. Ed. All right, Kojo Usume da wase bebre se wa adwane mete won ka che Dominic Obomi da also as say also adwane mete won ka che Dominic when I will buy after Mr. Ed on me to what you also have for I believe say UTA Sadiq Adams now UTA Mr. Ed. So Dominic, I will give you maybe 3 minutes na Kojo Ususu abe because Obama line so no omodoso.
Okay, man, medawase na ye chiti Arkemot media etiefo na ne ahwefo na da mu na ase se na nse omagia tum na omaye number 1
okay
na omu ne ye adwuma ye mom sense fo medam Mr. Ike so ase
okay
waseti nim dada nti we ye to aso ane se ye bo adwuma ko
hold on me fa shout out to be hold on, I'm fashion to mommy, my chef for motion. Oh, feel do Kojaban, Conta one, but I was be breeze, oh, show me, and Hannah Youngson, hey, make my day, oh my goodness, and then Crawford, Hannah Youngson is also watching me from Ghana, but with the win, I say, my Facebook page, now, motion me, Dominic, Koso, mame.
And it's rather unfortunate, say, maybe I didn't ever do. But that no kasa no me catch you say at every stage of a problem, the first thing we have to do as people to admit that there's a problem. If we are not able to admit that there's a problem, solving the problem is cost 90.
Yeah.
Because one, admit it. And also admit say who is a problem Amen. So admit say if there's a problem, that is when we can now find solution to the problem that we've admitted.
Okay.
But this is the situation. None of the FA executives is admitting. That is one. Two. Everybody around the FA now are finding a way in and out now of who say when you be kakra. That's where he gets his job. No? He's not admitting there's a problem because there's so good. He's not admitting there's a problem. There's no way we can solve our problem when we've not admitted, say, we have an issue.
Okay.
Ever since some of the senior journalists, all Ghana today, start to say, now there's a problem, so we need to try our best to attend to those problems we have. Outlying problems of you say, and not the solutions also count. That is when the Parliament Select Committee on Sports invited Nokoka. And we all saw it. Most of the points he raised, we all agree. Qualification is by he has administered said no, there's a lot of problem and a lot of things going on at the Blasters camp. And also watch it semu bebre. Others are affiliating it to Juju. Others are affiliating it to Yantecha, a Pamano. Others are affiliating it to a lot of things. But me growing up, when you do the right thing at the right time, always you always get the right results. It's as simple as ABC. It's as simple as ABC.
Okay.
It is as simple. It is, unless we admit that there's a problem, that is where we stand now. On my money, is fans, we are fighting against those so-called FA people because they are failing to see what we are seeing. They see nothing wrong with what is happening.
Okay.
They can't come to the realities of the issue. Say no, there's a problem. Because the moment they admit, it means that their tenure of office is in shambles. Because why to say now by no be creative problem. So if there's a problem, it means that the next election will go against you.
And that
is how come. That is the truth, Akben. This is the reality in which we find ourselves. Because you cannot go to another person and say, because already what our catcher said there's a problem, we need to solve it. Indeed, there's a problem and you came and created a problem. Why should I give you another tenure of office again?
Okay.
It's impossible. And a man for I find it difficult to accept and admit to the fact that there's a problem.
Okay.
But there is a big problem. The big problem is that we are failing to employ the experts. That is all our problem. The problem is
or admit no be employ experts. See, I don't admit it until better than no employ experts.
That is all our problem. We are failing to employ the experts. We are putting round pegs in square holes, and we are putting square pegs in round holes. That is our major problem. But when it was my campaign, I don't know what Jimmy will do. So I can say, and I'm for Jimmy to mend the exactly. I need to give him the job. What is John Petty doing on Blasters bench? John Petty, why not change when it comes to the analysis on the ball? Saying he was an average player. But because there was a very good team at that time, Senya Guardiola built the team in Barcelona, or the 18-year-old boy Krabeshima, the team will work and function because it is a teamwork, not an individual play. Just at that time, we had a lot of good team with a lot of individual talent and individual brilliant players that could make things possible and that could work things out each and every day. And Inti John Penty will play as a right back, even though he was a midfielder.
Okay.
And then nothing will happen. So this is our problem. We should stop the family and friends. And again, I need to make Mr. Ike or Kasembi.
Mr. Ike.
Again, the status code na FAD baby no ayatro. I'm saying it on your platform and authority. There's nowhere in the FIFA status code and that's the CAF status code and that's the Ghana Football Association status code that you must own a club before you belong to the FA. It is not true. I'm saying it on authority. My catch also one day we make a content about those regulations. I think it will really help. Status code.
So why are they using that? Why are they taking that as a fiasco? Nobody scared
of. It is a propaganda. It is a propaganda to propagate themselves into power. That is why they are saying all those things. I told you the other time that I interviewed everyone saying, Kofi, I had the thing in my drive. That interview. Okay, me say, so who's the one then they will call you and give you a team and control you. Know what you so we are not attention so that you stop talking. Yeah. That is the plan of the FE. Who's the one there? Maybe I will be coaching and I will be doing it. I said I'm more human on I can pinpoint people they did to. Look at what they did to Dankoku in the normalization committee. He was the PR.
Yeah.
But the more information coming from Manon as the PR on broadcast outside. Onim say take a decision. Onim
no butrafan.
Ohani asem miska say you call meeting wala once in the never see who say no why reject you. You send to you send a bell chinebi e kan kasa scan say send man oje because you cannot refund it unless it be our next meeting. Into our next meeting so bra me dey kan go anima to radio so that then people will now start to doubt you say go go kasa no edu won so ji scan bi waka na not to. This is what they do. I can point a lot of coaches on the they will call you, give you the job and disgrace you. That is what they do.
Okay.
And if I'm saying it on this your bigger platform, sir, there is no status code or GFA form BBA no say you must own a club before you belong to the FA. It is the opposite. Even if you have to belong to the FA, you don't have to own a club. Because of Nancy, I can't prove that because of personal interest. Because the issue nearby no crash should tell us something. Send your personal interest in them. This is what CAF stands for. This is what FIFA stands for. So before you can work for the FA, before you can be there, you need to belong to a club or you need to be affiliated to a club. No, it's not true.
Mr. Edo, so we follow GFA for a long time. Maybe if he's aware, but Dominic, I don't mean to cut you off. Maybe Kojo Ususu, maybe Anonusu will be continue. Mama Kojo Ususu. Kojo, but Akwaba say Utiemia. Kojo,
me too, pa.
Papa, me say unka check me who watch Akwaba.
Interesting conversations for meet here or panelists. Very, very interesting conversations, especially what Dominic was saying.
Okay, so I don't know. So Sadek Adams audio now, my boy, and Mr. Edis, with Dominic. All these two analysis, or the three analysis, Ghana football baby, according to Sadek Adams, and I just say a quad chance. But we make it so many friends saying examples. HSA baby Ghana football econo, and yet I don't know what you also have to say about that.
Okay, me say for you now.
Yo,
I was not with this. We are ending, you know. I think I have to continue from where he ended, you know.
Okay.
Or can be about or can be about say players, old players, you know, especially John Pinto. So he has no job to do on the Ghana bench, and which I concur to with because at the end of the day, you know, when you see up here on the money bench, you go see up here bench now or the bar or the bought 2 matches now, and now we use the ball qualifiers now. I don't think Ghana we have that bench there, that thing, that quality of ideas on our bench. If you understand. Because my mom, every day I say, my mom, one example. I was in England for this guy, former coach of Youth, Gareth Southgate.
Okay.
Gareth Southgate, have you seen they've gone for an upgrade of the coach? Yes, they named a coach who is an upgrade on Gareth Southgate. But Ghana, yes, like a coach, they can find somebody. I mean, you can't just let Kusiapia go. Ghana, you probably know, and then start. I'm not talking about emotions. I'm not using emotions to talk. And then start you.
Yeah.
2000. If I co-host the Africa Cup with Nigeria, 2000. And then how they call it? Has a former coach, and I'm a currency.
Yeah, I took a few.
Yeah, but no, the Ghana, a co-host, you know. I think we left the group stage. In 2002. The same coach is now Nigeria for file. I think no, I think but not so for file. I think you they went to quarter final stage. You see, we're talking about continuity. Now the Casemi is here about coach and set of Saturday night on him Ghana Africa our CAF president. John was Tepe. Only he was the owner of Mamelodi Sundowns. Because he was going to stand for CAF presidency, he had to just resign his position, or let me use the word, sell of the team. But he had to resign his position as the owner of Mamelodi Sundowns.
So why are Ghanaians? Why are we allowing say if you consider that you also know now I'm say RTU and no only RTU the team be whatever we should have so so many teams.
And then Bajo consider that you then All Stars.
Wow start okay
Wow start.
Yeah, you Wow Stars.
Okay, okay. So why are we allowing that? Why is Ghana allowing that? Once we know, sir, it contradicts.
2006, Ben Kofi, Nyame for the currency, Ben Kofi. I was starting Milo games, Ben Kofi. Was he winning the club?
No.
He wasn't.
That man, I can say that man is the most genuine FA president I've ever seen in the history of Ghana.
So, So if for you to even have that mentality, say, I have to own a club. No, why no we own a club? Sabi, why no we own a club? To be president, are you going to work alone? No.
Mm.
And then our problem now. Right, Mr. 2000. We had an opportunity from 2004. Tunisia hosted Africa Cup.
Mm.
I used to be qualify. We had to rebuild. We rebuilt with Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien. That one, no more 20. I'm on 20 about.
Mm.
On the 20 World Cup. So we had to rebuild with them. And then they qualified us to the World Cup 2006. 2006. You call Africa Cup. You bought Africa Cup in 2006. See what happened? It was disastrous. Because we didn't have one or two players amongst us. Like uncle. And I on the banner Ghana, black jersey, your share in Zimbabwe. On the banner, Ghana money say, yes, I have black jersey. I think just plays football. It doesn't make sense. Those things, and then we had a couple of players that are very good. They were very gifted technically, and then they were very good. And we played with them. We had a coach. You were Doya Rasmadukovic. He did his test. He didn't do 116 or did do 116. And then later, you one African or a white man, but that's what Africa in Achepa. I've forgotten his name. No, what is right exactly? Thank you. No, the call you hosted, even you hosted 2008 Africa Cup. One of the call. And you call it when they go for Milo.
Doya.
Now you are moving from you are moving. Look at the trend. You're moving from Doya.
No, Doya to Qualifiers.
And then you want to take Qualifiers. Yes. Then you said then you've upgraded yourself. But you are moving from Doya. From Qualifiers. Milo. Miraculously, FK man.
Mami explain the reason why in here Milo DNA picky, you know. Milo DNA picky because there is a saying say for every successful man there is a good woman, right? Milo happened to have Kusiapia on his bench. And Kusiapia being the former captain and a mentor to so many of because Munta any Michael Essien respect how much Kusiapia and then Neddy Bia what I say and their players Bia with you. They respect Abedi Kusiapia from Pomas to those players, they respect them, Papa. He was lucky said no Kusiapia on the bench. Look at Omar Kusiapia and the PT Omina, they all succeeded. Because Kusiapia no the best, but you will people who are share say Yami Shrawa, wherever you go, no Israeli do with it. See, I play Shrawa, no matter the Ankofobe Biano, still Israeli do with it. How many times Kusiapia were coach Ghana? How many times?
3 times.
Well, 2 times. 2014. Yeah, head coach. 2014, 2000 your friend is saying 18 before 15 after 15 2018 qualifiers, you know. Kusiapia time Black Stars in now handy now. First one you qualify. Second one when you lose one match in po. Draw, win, and you from 1 point. Time and Abraham Grant won 1 point. 1 point now you want because you have clamber ya you go to Uganda if you hope Egypt for a to she one lucky say you come more because I know almost source of light see this one say in can you qualify in their absence instead of them. What I said, Kuchapia on your back, me person better beti because so 1 minute, you know, when you finish, then maybe some side real quick about this owning a club thing. Then you see that Kuku about so you also over my.
If you use Kusiapia, I'm 100% biased towards Kusiapia because I mean personally I have a personal relationship with him, and a different. But then when it comes to reality, likewise what you said, no, you can't use him as the yardstick now. But for us to sit down, Ghana, say it's nothing. You see, this thing stems from equatory. So the Sadiq Adams like no. So say ne. Also na Dominic Eka. And then ayi kwashe and yes go. In that Williams was 2 goals less than 30 minutes. But yeah, Ghana not the bench.
Because they don't know how to use him. Inaki Williams operate from the wings. Ghana say ya need na akoto 9. How? Until another year who? Friends Antoine Semenyo operate from the wings. Ya need na akoto 9. Then high. Even Jordan you operate from the wings. Ya need na akoto 9. Then high.
You have a crucial game. You have a crucial game against Sudan away. Now, that's Sadiq Adams. I mean, seen interview, on Peace FM last time. He was making some serious allegations, and that's when they catch the boy back home in my office. One say no. This captain's here, man, they are it's really worry the team. And I was saying no on the why would they worry the team? No, but you have Jordan. I don't know why Jordan. And also, are you Jordan Bayas? No, not Jordan Bayas, but. It's common sense. Some of these things you don't even need someone. The captain's the man on. Sinapia kept the team together. Sinapia kept the team. Black Star team. He kept the team together. Now, you know you're in the team. No problem. On the call the you there on the Sabi. Why need you with me? But then it's not. I'm Jordan Bayard or something, but. You are giving also the Sadiq Adams can say, you are giving the captaincy to someone who is the oldest, who is the oldest of age, but who on my ancestor would think him.
Yeah.
You don't really consult him. I just say, it's only when you see with him. And then you Kudus, and then now Kudus the issue, apology, no one had. And you have a crucial game. You play your best players. You have a crucial game. You need to win. You play. You don't put them on the bench. That's my point.
Okay.
Let's play it.
Could you should be wrapping up now? Young court than Kukuya no so.
Amen. Wait in Pacho, Mr. Ango, wait in Pacho. Just a second. Okay. Agben, what I want to draw attention to is that Inaki is being played out of position. Semenyo is being played out of position because every president no call on the boss up position or competing. Ishaku plays from the right wing. And there's no plays from the right wing. What I say? And all those boys belongs to him. Until you cannot put my people on the bench and then play those people at the position where they will be more useful. About the time, call on be more. About the market value will for. So there will not be any next transfer move. This is the reality, and this is the truth.
The coach himself is not in control. Okay.
The changes be like for like. If Niama goes out, Ishaku come in. Si Niama so nebe shate, Niama goes out, Ishaku comes in. Ishaku nebe shate, Ishaku goes out, and Niama comes in. But we all know that Inaki operates from the left side of the park. So no boha hono to me kati inoyan goes. We all know that Antoine Semenyo operates from the right side of the field. With Bamoff or how to me operating ocean goes, and then Liverpool is chasing Antoine Semenyo. Man you nyawope. A lot of the big clubs in the Tottenham are following Antoine Semenyo. Why? Because of his performance. But on put him out of Arsenal. Yes.
Okay.
So the reality is that he's competing with the Darling Boys. A bad thing society and Sabeka the Darling Boys.
Remember Mr. Adabim, Mr. Adabim, before Ubebem for that's what do you call it? Statement that Dominic Mickey and concerning owning a club 10. No, Mr. Adabim. Before my main kai messages to be about YouTube. So Unity about just okay, how are you? I'm fine. Koku, see this player is joking with African feelings. Thought Thomas was injured, but he's playing now against Bournemouth. Okay. But the massive be somebody Mr. Ed, let me make a statement. You say and you no credit that say your constitution as a baby say you should own a club before you come close to GFA. Even Yansu Kosiapia, the Asema seed na say Kurana, let her come for the buy the as example say you cannot like for instance, conflict of interest, you know. You can't have it. I mean, say a better conflict of interest. Wouldn't they ever?
Okay, so your client is perfectly correct.
Okay.
I didn't stamp on it. Say that it is that is what
is
who say,
going
they
on. That
always
yes,
talk about
circulated. Yes.
they always talk about football republic. Football is run by football people. Now, when you say football is run by football people, no, good. Let's go to Ghana right now and say you want to vie for the position of, let's say, an FA president. The first question they will ask you is, what club are you affiliated to? That's the first question they ask you. I mean, Mr. Dominic is aware. He's a media person. So I'm very, very sure he's aware. Now, what he did right now, that is what has to start to sink into the minds of people. El Ghana said,
yeah,
it is never true, because all along that is what everybody is made to believe. So then we have to just diffuse that mentality. In any case, no, okay, to go. He has more than I think 3 football teams. So
one person.
It's a direct conflict of interest, which has to be dealt with. So if nobody is talking about it, wouldn't you say that it's a normal thing? It has been normalized.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, I know very well that it's not supposed to be so, because look, your friend is saying Nana Amposa, formerly CEO for Kotoko. He wanted to vie for that position. All the task at the time are all bad, and now the team, your friend, the Fire Rangers, because of Kotoko, he had to just relinquish his position on Fire Rangers and obey Kotoko CEO. Just when the elections were going to happen, not only the main contender, no, just a problem. They had a discipline, whatever. I don't know what it was, but they had to drag him, Nana Amposa, into Fire Rangers in order to disqualify him from contesting. Your friend is saying, Ketokeku. So this whole thing is like they've actually hijacked the whole FA.
They are joke. They are just jokes.
And the problem is that media Dominic made a very, from the way Dominic sounds, he knows a lot. But media say, why are you quiet? Me, if I know something, I know it. I don't have any platform. Media, so I can't. But you are the media people. You have the information.
You have TNK.
So why then you have to keep quiet? Listen. Voice. In fact, he's one guy I don't even want to hear him cry. I know that from University of Cape Coast, way back. He's one guy I don't want to hear cry. Why do I say so? Because he was saying that the normalization committee was he not the PR? What happened? So these are people, if they are sitting outside, when they get close to the action, they will do something different. It's an example of what we are talking about. Outside, he saw all the bad things in those leading. He was very, very boisterous, just or Kasa. Now, when they gave him the position of an FA president, look at what he's doing. So, including how they are treating those media people, they make you feel extremely bad. Like Dominic said, I really agree with him. Identifying that there's a problem, finding solution to it. Look, it's a leadership thing. It is leadership. This whole thing has to do with leadership. If you have the right leaders and the right plan, the next 5 years, if you have the right leadership, the right mentality, and the right plan, Ghana football will bounce back. But the rate at which I equate, the next on the Daben and the turn over, maybe in about 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
You find that the next 2-3 years, you get the people. You find
it, then after that, when a new person comes, we see what that person can also do.
Exactly. That's what it is, basically.
Mr. It's here for you are still listening to TLK Multimedia. Medin Eddie, Attack Bafo Jambra. My name is Mr. Ed Dominic, and Kujo Usu, and your line so yeah discussion. No, Yedikai Abo Sadek Adams, the voice, Yebiti Dankuya Buaso, mine. But before that, let me come and say, if they happen to be the first time I would see and as on the own subscriber, but say you subscribe to this very channel, TLK Multimedia on Facebook. So, the Royal King on Facebook. Na we are na wa share na msa so come and say Vasca freelancers omo no mo we chidom na ye dwumi di ebramo ntino mo ma yensema e beje nkrato e baba sisi a enko bibia.
Hold on a moment. Are you in need of a web developer, SEO services, digital marketing, graphic design, or even on-site services like artist booking, handyman, house cleaning, and event services? We've got you covered. Save yourself the stress of searching. Let us get you the professionals who can provide you with high-quality services for your business and your needs at an affordable price. Freelance experts, screened by Vasca, are prepared to provide you with exactly what you need, whether you are searching for online services or on-site services. Your satisfaction is guaranteed since our trusted experts wait to be paid until you give your final approval. Know exactly what you pay upfront with no hidden fees, whether your project requires a fixed or even hourly. Your dedicated Vasca support personnel is at your service 24/7, so place your service with confidence. Your expert freelancer is waiting to complete your work right now. Vasca, expect quality, pay less.
Vasca expects quality. Since Dominic Mr. Ed any Kojo Usu Mr. Munjina so Emma Munsia Botre Emma Menentie Dan Kokuya Bua so also ne voice ne sebo di tuja and ne koso studio ho. Then we'll come back and talk about that. Ebusia o share on Facebook am da se bebre Rosie me da se Gifty Plane Pay me da se by the Fukumum da se me do da obusim si me da se Kojo Aban but I say na Hannah Yansin, aka make my day, make my baby. But I mean, I say, mo share.
They say, oh, now a friend say,
me for free, baby, I come here, you know. Baby, you bet me pushing and now do say on take action, your no any ministry. Believe you me. Say now do good year for ne, a china be campaign and DC for the bay. Send this your power no good GF ne ade champion campaign MPP for the bay. India what ye aban be to me yet for political reasons. But we can push the president. We are united and go save Ghana. The HOB is going to stay in safe hands. So bad. We can push the president to act on his own ministry. And only there. You know any minister no appointing.
We're going after African games after everything.
No, I agree with you on Sakino. But what I'm saying is that if we are putting pressure on the president, I'll look at it from the angle say it is your own minister on our putting the public no if who say he's not living up to expectation into manisi form. That is the angle we can push the president. But then another say what this over GFA at the champion campaign basically. And these young people now my FNI is out. I'm telling you.
But
me see. Minka say oh yeah wrong go. But what I'm saying is that he will not have the balls to do it because Adeachia who campaign to Adeachia will be quite opposite.
President, Akabusmi, you know you are Juma. Ye be Federal Diho.
Massa, ye feel Brazil 2014 by across the globe. Oh, man, penny be any Ghana, be it NDCO, MPP, Obenya bosses who would GFA. Don't forget it. If you Brazil by Zeman, young can do. I'm going to teach them a commission and your white paper. One, and then is here. Monsieur Mampeni bien wo Benya kukudusi Nigeria Professor Mills at best Osman go for call FIFA. So Munko say if there's a way we can form a public committee, the sort of democracy here practice will Kromano and who FA ni nyano.
1 minute Kwaku may come up Kwaku Obunani de Matias say the current happenings in Ghana. Say President Nyakudro
a good GFA ya obenya the total support of the good people of Ghana. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Obenya sa MPP ni ndis na football me say
enya ni gusa wa gunu no. Yes.
Messi,
as president.
This is the Fourth Republic of the 1992 Constitution. We've seen mercies upon mercies. Even analysis expose. Listen, even analysis expose. Even analysis expose. After say, the worst corrupt a year ato your football. Analysis expose. Oh yeah, na mun forget ni enkasa mun from. President Kwesi Nyantakyi single-handedly oko Unibank ko yi blaster sika $2 million ko di. Aya say o ya chi no ho Kwesi say. Anu kwa yengu GF na we. Masa mun forget on to me nye onye. Enti ye wa pressure bi e de betu mampani so enka je say o minister no public ni see ni nyuma so o mani ntibani si form. Ba GF de o nya gogodo mfa ni san ka wo mo. You forget it. I'm against it too. But what I'm saying is, because of politics,
Obeya, and GF pedal tray say, Otuado, Nanado never appointed no. Nanado never friend Dortmund. And come on, pedal that.
Tama if we be pam investigation chese Jubilee House crowd na no tumo se kai ye na ye football.
I'm catching say players nese one.
In
the end, Messi Nanado.
Yes, so Nana Mami Komasem. All I'm saying is that no politician will have the balls to dissolve the GFA. Omuntumi nye. Muma example. Rollins Abako, Mills Abako, President Kufuor Abako. Muma example.
So for politics not on China. What is the way forward?
Maybe way forward they say it will be a money submission, but I only took off from where he left off. The American say every way in Ankasam. The reason why your football ne do baby a drone. Ever a creative enemy si change ever be in our history. Public na enka omoye customers is they are very can. So we ton ade. So obi ton aduane. Na omo obenya mfaso afiri omo nchen customers ni si aduane nye de no nsesa ne nsa no a. It is either say nipa no adwuma no nya ne dia oye ketra. Until at the end of the day he has nothing to lose. Ana say ebi aduane na nya de no okoto beans bi asai fufufu until still our profit into to hell with the customers. And that is exactly the position of this GFA. Almost for public nebo so much so say ene Black Star Bomb match bicycle mpo unso be the Ghana flag at town. Enka no nka Black Star match, especially home match. Kabeti pe po pe kapre unhubi. Public ne su resource ni mpo dia mu ye mpo omo yi omo ni se pani a we jam from aboni won kolenim omo mfita omo abo mi mfita duku. Omo ankofo omo no omo ya football. I can count about 11 football administrators everywhere by time omo ni egu omo teams. Baba Gado ye baako. Nane Amponsa, Alaji Grusa, Ose Kupama, George Friye, Uncle Nab, Abdul Salem, Mickey Charles, Ash Good, Blekumasina, Unity FC Richmond. Oh, one do a football no crown. Who come as a moment 2 years and make sure say with him no cock next time may the debut. Just 3 days ago, Alaji Grusa on my network said he said King Faisal qualifier or Kobo FA Cup finals. And George Amaku be catch on Alaji Grusa say Keto Krekwa Fre or no George Amaku say hand go hand come. Nti womu protest na waji FA no be momo wini no ma colleague ni mu. Nti onya FA Cup ni ma Dreams FC no mu wini. Omu jama omu wini we and in that match me see me tia say me say until say Alaji be kan na allegation na me make one say. You see edu ba bi no na nkofo bi wo King Faisal bench omu nim say match ni pre-arranged. Nti tama ye ba be pon na coach ni tentia players ni say munkom yankotika no. Yes King Faisal officials ma so omunkwan fa. Jam no munye free. Oh, the idea was that Kelta Frank George Amwaku say oh, mo the FA Cup man ye kwa Africa. Yenso ye be mo win mu protest. No you know some mafia see on protest na large groups are called relegation. Osekwe Kupama, at some point, you Osekwe Kupama to hospital. Every officials because of Mukosheno. Osekwe Kupama we should force it that because money and nyafi number yam who say modern. Nane Amponsa edini credentials in our good GFA system. We say I Nane Amponsa. I cease to be an official of sanity. Me friend say Fire Rangers. Me no ko to kona yeduma. Fire Rangers ko nya problem because Keto Kreku free say ya ponsa ye contender was my ban for life. And a year was my reverse. On one person go from one wa create enemy or public. E ma man for pen national team diante. On one go for no me ball no so a we fin obe mafia. Nsancho for crowd e bobuwe. Everywhere ni ever omutumi bu nsancho for not even one line of a statement. Say bia o they see and yen techire nti ye dissociate ye ho free ho. Ye ko bu Ghana ni nsancho ni America. Be seen the GF issue one line. So it's unfortunate.
Nah, omo way bodyguard anko attack coach.
Ya kasi. Jerome Watchery. Me nua Jerome Watchery. There two me was Star Times e bi to no. Me ko tena Star Times so. Na me ko ka say Sabini na ya mponsa nka kotoko ko park me yesa Zuma me de me referee ni bibia beko because we ya mponsa obi enim say wo ne ket mo ye contenders mo pre afa hu ya gasi show na anio me ya na call free ket camp to the owner of the station say me mpacha wona me retract na me say me mpacha wo say magum ni ba man enim say
mo ya obi o start time Ghana League because na park nenye and I'm saying no, we should not be showing matches at this level in football. The pitch is very horrible. And I'm call off air. Minim the AC. That's a bit. How old are you? I feel I'm call off air. I'm year free so. I'm say what is going on? But 3 minutes I'm mobile and I'm say those words, you know. They say Pamibia, and I'm say Pamino. You see her be a one. And your TV and I'm persuaded. Pitch is horrible. Na me ka wo se pani dia for say you so where the me na me create here. One more mun twa dictionary na nsa na ma ba me ma ha biem. Okay. Mo gagin central. Sure. It was start time league.
FA nipa omurani FA no about 80% here central for the most intolerant FA in the history of this country. Me see, yo, you we show na producer and film say, "Yes, me ma bi na me sibo na me jima ketua." Me come as na Jerome che say, "How many bi ayo?" Me so sa start times grow ya me ko so ko kan asem tia heavy. Your point on frame say mama isi obi. Intino. Omama can say create enemies from journalists from the public and their own football people.
But kwakwe ubetimi create sa enemies ya wo kan nyina na bia wo ya de pa na wo ya de
na be create enemies ya de
na boy nkoyie
na say wo create enemy no wo cause no no so the nine betim from mu ga so maji
if say players I will blast your camera so kromodwa
o hwama cha ye ball na Accra stadium kudus of 4 players border line so na wa pressure goalkeeper say
me say players o blast your camera
almost do no team from say so why you so begu your team si dia yensu ye begu anim ase na wa so majimi
mama me 3 minutes per me ba se si na say o na ye e fan say
me
e we say for more. Oh my goodness. In some CC kojo ma ya sha say free ho say wa ba la kojo wusu ma ya sha say free ho say ho kojo wusu ho kojo mpaja ho
no say
utie dan koku ye bu submission no
man say the boy any day and unfortunately that day so no piece of meant and that's na network as now a call you know the ordinary boy na I check your sister now on check your
okay all right so dan koku ye bu they are two na in fact in some our kind no na e be very deep it say Ketokre administration by we good teams be brave about obo nipa be say 11 say nipa no that's omo play FA na no why egu teams and me nim say I think say you were saying something like that say I say Oshana say obe challenge kakribia na we good team no. Ono so about Ghana football ya ne kanko in all the that submission so ebetuja. In our Sansoka say in our Sansoka say on Jim this say government bia were balls enough to dissolve Ghana FA because of political reason. Because Ghana say ya politics, you know. Also believe say government bia de nsaka FA ebia MPP omdom saka FA NDC for be use as politics against the government. NDC for so dom sabaka MPP for be used as politics against them. The government bia from time Rawlings time will to me a bold to say me dissolve FA with that. Minim ni work out minim say also politics so UDH kakra. Minim what you can say about this one.
So FIFA is because more rules, you know, say a certain government or any government can meddle with the sport industry.
We say France, or that almost sports first FA president and to step down. France. Time on Google minimum.
I say after 2014 World Cup. So yes, I say government to investigate the World Cup.
Now, how many times?
I don't know.
How many times has Ghana governments? I'm not talking about MPP or NDC. Ghana government from Rawlings time. How many times normal setting up committee of inquiry, white paper, whatever? How many times? In the South committee, you coffee no more. You know it. When the person is in charge, you know, sir, almost set a committee, it's nothing, they're just wasting money.
Anybody who tells you, say, anybody who today tells you, say, governments or politicians don't meddle in our sport industry, no, that person turns up or who. It's 100% a political. So, that day, and I'm saying, unfortunately, now queer board, you know. Now, as I make coach, maintain another, as a mason, I'm teaching a crack, and so there was just bits and pieces now, know that.
Okay.
So, I'll make you comment to me. And the morning before going to the office, this guy, Collins, I can say, yes, I can say, no. Normalization until the government came into, let me take this in, until the government taking full control of the football. And no, yes, expose no my question to chi. I'm not in America. I'm no why then, the waka. And it's work to a place, a time, or the government step inside because I want to be exhausted all the legal whatever. No, now, who can say, I'm not a normalization committee, you know, every major man, no, now, no, if you know, can elect more elected new president and all the executives. At that time, the minister was the same, I think so, yeah, because he made mention of the same. I think he was a sports minister. I say, it's Yama and the presidency. Let's take it to Kuku, you know. They told him, they didn't even ask, they told him, look, maintain Kusiapia for 1 year, just 1 year. What's the baby? Then they called him back after some days or weeks. They called him and said, okay, if you can't maintain him for a year, maintain him for 12 months. What's the baby? You can't maintain him. So they asked him, what is the reason why you can't maintain him? Inshallah make us say, and some will know it was a quick tree. Until say we find that Nasia only a Nasia boys a journalist a demonstration. Tell me one of the last one with a 14 pointers from one team. Tell me one of my almost me a implemented.
Yeah. Almost you to me put on my implemented on my jatum.
Just tell me one. The last time I me bow penalty. Pampama, a year Ghana man's call of excellence. So call no man. No single room aside from the administration and all that. They didn't have not even one air condition working there. We call ourselves a football nation. Whereby a pram like a neck and a pram a from the Ganamata call for instance. And neck pram just we have four lights go on. Just here. This year. So imagine UK. Let me say UK now. UK. When people said their football was going down, even at the point in time in 2006, I know more Gerald Lampard, Rooney, we World Cup in Germany. They didn't even leave the Manchester stage. So they started building from then. Until we have now until we have a plan and we implement it. Just having a plan. Yeah, all Captain is here say good teams. That's true. It's a fact. If our local league doesn't work, nothing will work for understand team. If our local league, if Ghana, the local league, and only Ghana, I'll pardon you on that. But and the local league, oh, now. Mobile phone, a video, with the mobile phone, a video, or like, I'm speaking on authority, but absolutely mobile phone, a video.
Yeah.
Every 10 seconds, be an affair, it's like you're watching a thing on YouTube, even you to buy it better. Trust me, you. I said, any of your panelists, oh, yes.
Yeah, so,
any of your panelists. Panelists. They will tell you this. If you watch a local league, someone's gonna live with you, so it's as if you watch your, I don't know, I'm not the way it's buffering. It's like you say, oh, what's up, you should be 2G, internet, but no, but we are watching on TV. It's all sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Star, no. I will always be biased towards Speciapia. Because but me that day, that I was telling my boys at the office, Speciapia, he will never lose a game against Ghana. And they were like, why are you so confident? No, the man is not losing even against Naga. What are qualifiers? I'm not talking Naga good. At least Naga one good. Top it.
Yeah.
Even losing against Naga. So what do you think he's going to lose against Ghana?
Okay, yo, 1 minute now for wrap up now and can force emblem background.
Senegal under 15, under 17, under 20, 23. That's not team. Why can't we learn from them? For the past 5 years, they sat down, had a plan. Why can't we learn from them? So under 15, Senegal. Spain, when Omoji 2012 World Cup New Year, Euros New Year, down. For down cry. Why Spain are now almost the same time from the 15 even Europe for my Omoji. Why they are now on top. Because they blended the Corona on the 15, 17. It's a national team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over money for $1 million. It's not by just giving the person $100,000, say, come World Cup. That's Ghana, I believe. Let's give, and the president, I should have more it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Okay. Yo, could you, Midasi, baby, and can force Nana Kwesi, Afcon Sawa joining in, Nana Kwesi, your boss, if you say, Ubeya type. Nana Kwesi, wo Nana Kwesi. Okay. Yo. I believe you'll be monitoring the live. Okay, I believe maybe you'll be monitoring the live. With your audios, I have with your submissions. Nina, Ghana football, a can't me pacho what the 2 minutes now the submission betuja na and can force assume from there.
Ghana football no make your audios me submission na our page no. I think Mr. David they just ended call and me Brad Dominic Amokasa no Mokanina to add up to this no. One of the coaches is there to coach also. I think 2006, early 2000, similar problem I face same thing you need because Olutu matches near say Ghana. But then you need the next available matches na we nim yes so ye ni oye okọ se Benin no se is it Benin no se
I think it's
Senegal
Benin,
e dey qualify here Benin e dey qualify for World Cup same thing 2024 this 2024 regime ato akwesi apie difference be nim na Ghana no say ye ka say ye ko deep down the pipeline na say na last ni na ye fambo ye kita ya adwo ho no say be say ye boa ana say omunya omboa na ye nka Ghana sports na ye hwe de we be ni na nyama ye fa mai but then the local league ni the last quality the okan no now say oni Ghana recently mini brother Dominic on phone I'm telling you say bra I'm about match di main na ko bi na hu de we anema ekọ yanga say ye telecommunications na ye use be at the my na ngata ye matches no my no I pro 1 2 just Ghana from 19 here be see and there yanga say ye yanga say hu video ta say dia ko GFA ko pe videos of 1916 for the 1911 for no audi takam unya adito bruni ni be ama now set GTV camera GTV edi match mayen I say ball no ko opponent apa na ye ya half mayen and this before I bet say ya throw one or score six no I say go you know after answer yeah ba better replay in Ghana ball na kata yes citizens here say na kata nyede first no I mean the early 2000s no has protocol other Premier League no I'm not matches that's the way you set you want to go to park and now you get the desire say me go park even if it's intensity you pay
okay
but then there has no protocol same thing now I'm not match na common to see the podium okay I say to the extent say now we Chicano 50% for the iron question because your question why I bribery and corruption in our system last time I make us say minimum bino and I say yeah no mpo aye wo boy do do here say ya ka say obi ko to kumye ni de kakra now the fast kakaka chan you want to play in the Premier League of Ghana ha men say mama wa must you play in the Premier League so we see Ghana win ngata seriously Ghana win or say make a dissolve now the media plan but how to execute the plan because after you obi say good do will be our mining into the obi kan won say ono no me ni ya na greediness na ba aden ono oba be ni yes kan bi that into the sabotage ni you need na yan kwant now with our team in this can and it's not happening only in Ghana football all the institutions in Ghana
okay and all right Nana Kosi with us be ma Dominic so embremu because of time in Tina Abuma Yebekasa short kakra obraso Dominic so dan koku eboa kasa no a wa say wa won kasa na we meeting ho amame so wuti dan koku eboa kasa na Dominic tell me what you think about that.
Yes, and then at this point with all due respect to Dan Kokuebo and the level he has been to I don't know why Bryce can say on Penidin Kweti, but at this point all Kasana Mitibia na Mizumiti submissions near man. I don't know if the word is too harsh. I often chemi. Say you
use too harsh, Mpacho. Me use too harsh. Just think about it before you say.
Or a coward. Or a coward.
Okay.
Why am I saying this? That's what I mean. Yeah, or a coward. I didn't hear. These are the same group of journalists in Ghana who executed Yantechi perfectly. And Yantechi and Umugabi. And Yantechi, you see. And not two o'clock being Kebi. And I think wow stars I see. And no one Odi. And no Tom players. The same thing he said about Yanchechi is the same thing he's saying about Ket. So where is the position of Dan Kwaku Yeboah? Where is the position? Esusu ni panabana criticizing you. That one is fair. We can talk about criticism. I don't have any problem. But he is the same person. I remember very well that when we are searching, we can get his tapes and videos and some of his recordings. So yeah. Oh, Ket no crab bomb to your boy. Na Ket is or modern system nothing. Or no boy in sponsorship. I remember very well because some of them are they are our icons. Into follow Tiompa. The same crop of words you used against Yantechi, all in the name of saying Yantechi has turned himself to Mugabe. Yantechi have done that. Yantechi is this. The same thing you are saying against Ketokreku, in as much as the Okan that one it is true. Whatever he's saying against Ketokreku is true. I cannot deny that fact.
People cannot say too much. People cannot say too much about Ket because of intimidation. I think we are not the court. I can't name no about him. And I'm for I reserve kakra about Okreku.
Yeah. In the Agben, I am one kakra. Until we want to know the position of Kwaku Yeboah and some of the big journalists. Obama is one person who has stand on the side of good football and what is right. All these years we've known him, and that's what we stand for.
Okay.
In fact, the Yamiya Yantechi, even though at a point I also had some criticism against him, but the Yamiya was calf ambition. Where from Musepe on no bad be obedi CAF president. Na kete Yantechi will be the CAF president. Go na do so. He say we Ahmad.
See ma he say bibia eji jasami.
No, Ahmad free here all of a sudden Ahmad pop into CAF presidency. Yantechi handles the whole African football because FIFA Ginidi, Infantino, even Stablata believe in him. Infantino also believed in him. Into the millionaire, they only call Yantechi and send him to Uncle, no cause of a problem. FIFA will not worry himself.
Now, and I'm saying, and a Ghana journalist, I the few.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. So, where is their position now? What is their position? Only Pana what's now our build the idea for some time and camera soon. We all went for him. Ambush at night, all guns aiming at me. And the idea ambushing Yantechi and in the few. But as I'm kind of a mal name more. The mal name the ambush at night. All guns are aiming at me, but protected by His Majesty. It's a song from Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Again, so what is the position of this senior journalist? What is their position? What is their stand? I don't want to sound as a beard, but most of them are being cowards. Baby. To say Obama Gina was say, I am for football. Do what is right. Into a Yantechi Bana de American say.
Yeah.
We this is where I stand. Say football must be played like this. We must bring the juvenile team. We don't just talk. But listen to what Dangogo is saying. All that he's saying are the same things as I'm saying. The same things we said against Yantechi over time, over years. On the comes if I come back now, Yantechi one gross chairman the Okaka, Obama you frisu, you be good team. He said the same things about him. But have you ever heard Obama say this? Obama always go for that. No. Football, it's a transition. It's we need to groom this under 20 people. That is what Obama has stand for all these years.
My last audio, Mebo, and me pese enche inti na me pese ye submission fast because of time na me yanka by 2 hours time na mfan say say 1 hour 50 minutes you been live for 1 hour till like 2 hours time nanka ya end it cause a hour. Okay. You know Mr. Ed Pacho uni ya na wo puti un kakra Mr. Ed utie da go we bu you know audio no na
Material. So the catch of I know you're one person I don't even want to listen to.
Hey,
I have nothing against him. I know I have nothing against him, but in some more can to say in some more can anything. That's the question I have.
I have to come in just briefly be a crack. Then I saw na rare can say a Kwaku Yeboah on better a fact. He's just stating the facts. But you move, if we fail to listen to the facts now of the matter now, then Ghana will still continue to be how it is. Because we are the Ghana official ones.
And Mr. Eddie Kano said, Sisi and Yawa back into say yeah.
It's the same thing I'm saying. I know one person one for me, so no. You knew all these things. You had the opportunity. When you went there, what did you do? And see, and to the these people, Sadiq, for instance, when he was mentioning it, he got up and organized the demonstration. Such as here, with a few other people, they said it, and I'm organizing the demonstration.
Action.
Then some people were when what kind of trust her? And when I'm the demonstration, I'm going to about one Kobe. So then, what is the point? We don't have me. I don't have time to listen to people like that Goku because he was part of the rot right from the word go. At the time now, where everything was going on good for him, no, he was quiet. Now that Ajigo or person or Bekasa said the fact still remains that we have a very bad FA, and it's the same thing everybody else has said. Such as here, and we really need to get our acts right. How do we do that? Just get them out of the system. Get people who are knowledgeable. And you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to own a club. You don't have to be affiliated to any club before you can be an FA president.
Okay.
After all, the likes of them and the rest, no money clubs. You get it? Hey, okay. So you can say it for the next 1 year. If the right people are not put in place, nothing is going to get down. And the game will keep on going. It's getting bad to worse. In the next caller, one share boys who from Omukon, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Because it's managerial. And I try to to the locker room. So that's it. The locker room. Now team is divided. There's this division, no. There's no leadership in the team. There's no proper management. Look, Yaka Nina. There's not much anybody can say about it again. There's nothing anybody can do again.
Okay.
In terms of your friends developing the game, we just have to go back to the basics again. Coach football. Academy Senator Ebayana and also Kwampu Kaupunama, go back to the coach league. The below games, go back to it. Let all the teams have club license for the SO force it, because every team needs to have an under 17 and under 17 and under 20 team. Let's have an under 17 and under 20 league for the teams. Say how many Premier League clubs? 18 and 12, 20. I don't even know. Premier League clubs Obian under 17, Obian under 20. Let's have an under 20. That's why if you go to England, they have a development league. They have under 23, under 21. Arsenal will be, all the teams have it. And that is where they actually, it's like more or less like a feeder team for the main teams. Now you enjoy players like Tunto 10 Temono. Position your league well, we league no branding year. Money attractive. It is so big because Ocean League that's will be a different nature. Any economy, I'm telling you. For who the phone quite nature, for who cry for the traffic. But we cry for the track, I more attractive since any year.
And
it's the truth. It is the truth. Me, your friend is saying, Ghana Premier League there. Your friend is saying, local leagues, non-attractive leagues, CB or Abuja. Because they don't get well, so nobody. The league doesn't have even have sponsorship. It doesn't have sponsors. It's a man league in attractive from
okay.
Could see leadership so only leadership and you'll be
okay. For the final submission, no, final one, no, a bit final audio, no, I don't know yet. A friend saying a solution, you know, Mom was in Kojo Wusu, Dominic, Nana Kwesi, Mr. Ed, Ubianya, ni solution. I mean, besides the crowd, we did open floor that. Say, this is what he think we can do to help. Say young go back to the coast football near there. I think say either Sadiq Adams also mentioned something like that in the final audio na yebeti you know. In the edition mama yentie final audio no na yenfa enko ewiye. But the masepa say mutumi etie yes, but the mase hold on let me look for the final audio for you na yenfa enko ewiye. Maybe.
So, me sure say what's your conversation? Who demonstration there? Cause first off, Nasadik say, "Muti and expect Sanka Muslim problem now. I also in Ghana football. I Sanka Muslim joining demonstration. Maybe Muslim say, yeah, from players.
There's a challenge in Ghana football. We have a country say there's no challenge in Ghana. Understand? Come on, call demonstration.
Don't say. The only thing our countries be resorted to is say your team no your boy and koyenim. Until you two options, but could be exclusive to Africa. And they say you better rely on your local league players. So what are Nigeria for you be? But also how be I under 20. Now say your players no more free. You miss our options maybe. They made me I can say a lot of the players that I've spoken to, and I said this 2 weeks before the game. And I was in France and I will be interviewing me. Say, I was saying this, players no be feeling good our team. So Obesha Party Diana, a clear example. On a captain of the team. Obe Bob crucial game to qualify, or captain say feeling comfortable to be on flight. So to me, from flight, or so a prayer. And almost what preampo FIFA my quite say yen was say I say so until through plane bro say feeling comfortable. I was say chill BB say there is some discontent. O captain wa boss na game one prayer and free mo and no bet trauma say I say ne ho dodo no kakra and am sure say omra na mo am doctor for assess no nti nke was say oba by force captain ne ka kire o say mo kan kire team doctor no say me feel okay say me from plane on your comfortable. And you na make o deputy captain here, Jiku.
Alexander Jiku.
Yes. O deputy captain Jiku no. Obo Thursday. Ntinke also obedu ha Friday. Na ke prepare. O catch a coach to ado say our game Saturday no any game.
Yeah break it.
No any game. Captain no and then a deputy. Your crucial game to qualify for an Afcon I am sure. Young qualify player or deputy captain so my main captain and so on your okay so be full player about ho o deputy captain or ni game or so game and no na eye o toado ya according to investigation kakra ya ye no o toado say sa ntro na dikutwa ye no no ni game Saturday or twen ya ba Monday or Tuesday until or say 5 days and ko beti ma arrive early. And no ma wa ma Jiku am captain. Jiku na deputy captain. Am saman for Adrian ko. Deputy captain wo ho na ye de captain e command Kudus. Kudus na to so 3. Jordan Ayu abufuo ni nyina ne say Otuado e kwa kofa Kudus captain no. Wanka kire no.
He's the senior most player.
He's the senior most player in the team. Yeah, come Mali no. Na Otuado wo akwanya say obe drop Jordan. O chirachire mu chire no de nti obe man abo from bench. Jordan ba mu no obe share goal e ma yen e share win e wo Mali. But oji captain no afri party ene Jiku ho no. Not Jordan, the senior most player with team Munuma and Quebec say, oh, and he also about captains.
Even today, he's the most senior.
Most senior, yeah, I will team num. Wa more Jordan a man Black Star Management Committee for no more America Eddie holiday until almost one more man captaincy and your coaching decision.
No, but even me sure say particular beto Jordan with him na number.
Particular beto Jordan.
Jordan,
are you there?
So he shouldn't even be say deputy coach, deputy captain and Yana the man. In actual fact, he should have been the captain.
He should have been the captain.
For their own hierarchy arrangement in my.
But the person or building new team and to Kudus and a year Obia or a face of the team to the captain. But it was so fast structure. Captain or could deal with ministers or could deal with management until also catch them penny for no more team no about internet so.
But what you mean? I mean, blame Otoado. It's because say onim the captaincy po aye Ghana in the past.
Oh, say
a former Black Star player.
No, he doesn't understand it.
A former Black Star player.
Because he's always played in Germany. A drew baby no back team no sad disconnect when you now. Very important.
But what they need that you crash.
But around the time Otuadu was playing for the Black Stars, at least we knew say Stephen Appiah, Baba Amando, Kumasi Session, Appiah and stamping authority. At that time, Otuadu was part of the team. So you can't claim so you're innocent about or you're naive about what took place around the captaincy.
He won't even understand the Abedi Tony Ado.
No, the Anukra they say what? Me even Stephen Appiah era. Me kai say Ghana South Africa. Time ye South Africa is it 3-1 as a 3-0.
Yeah.
Return leg no. It was in FMB.
Yeah.
Hotel ho obeba na Kumasi boys na esi omo pono. Baba Amando mu esi omo pono.
Yes.
Na Steven Nusu nkofo esi omo pono. Clearly you could see say there was a demarcation.
Now
around that time Otuadu was part of the team.
No, I'm saying
you're naive about captaincy
issues. He does not understand like you and I will.
Per the manifestation there.
Obia onim exactly what is happening.
Per the one manifesting there. Or you're naive and I remember how I want to make the basic. Nana players and say there is no show of management, professional management, and this is generally those I speak to. Me, what me be so some catch say before Mozambique game no. There was a player who was telling me said, "Yeah, omu campo. Somebody we need game and they can see."
Okay.
I'm telling you, say only players need to come up beyond footballer. If they will win a game, almost the omu camp hono. It doesn't feel that as a Bimukre packet. Yane Mozambique bebo Afcon, and I said this before the game. So the branch and Kabaka Chamasa, yen pese be free mumbo. I said as a Bimo packet.
A Bimo some person omukofie.
Omo mukofie. Ya more Mozambique they know, but a Bimukra ya mo flight arrangements.
They didn't feel belong.
They didn't. I say team no management ankasano. They can see say Bimo PBB as a sikanti ni waha. Attention in New York because they know how they have been managed our more clubs. As a old club or corner on Pabua cry the deck crab, no be a Rashaba. Are you okay, Kudus? Are you okay? Do you need a physio? Do you need this? Psychologist, ye nibi, ye de jama. Into a no one
you're a psychologist.
Emma Obi and Quachi and acquire bet me. Oh, I don't know Kudus why you did.
We have a psychologist. We have a psychologist.
Oh, psychologist.
That's the president of the FA.
Yeah.
Who is able to remind Kudus said before you were born, not Black Star so. He's a psychologist.
Papa, father-son relationship. No, players they've gone to Europe. They've seen how they can be triggered. Triggered. All of a sudden they were down. No, about management and so it is because they are executive committee, but they don't know anything about how to influence a player before a game. They said it before the Afcon, and they are saying, say before the Sudan game, I said those I've spoken to, I don't feel okay, and I told somebody very influential in this government, or Pebo Pa, who are not from me, catch and say, oh, Akonya Bia, wait minister, Kasa players too, or Person Beba. And nipa no tia obetimi aka me see players too omo key. They don't want to come. You can't blame the boys every time. You can't blame them. And your man na management na be sika de omo nya bi ba omo ba na. How they can be managed? Share ushia footballers are ready 40 years or this school ni. What is school for? Utumi nka omo nyina bom na all of a sudden be bia change on board say de omo bodam sebe. Ebedu baby so omo nyina ebobo omo clubs omo ba utimi sa se bibia ira character and then you act of management and now can science. What is missing? We are not finding that. What was missing in Cameroon? Nobody has probed that. What was missing in Cote d'Ivoire? Nobody has probed that. What was missing in Qatar? Nobody has probed that scientifically. All we think, new coach. Players and they say, Edana Ura Ketokra could tape bar on obey record. After that, one of the guys told me, say, if they knew, players Bako Kachen say, if they knew that he was coming to record them and to post on social media, that they would have fought him.
But that was
they would have fought him or walked out. Or say this is not the first time. But the way manner he spoke that day, no, now Omokobo crucial game. If they needed that thing, they needed it from a psychologist to ask them individually.
He is the psychologist.
Who what is missing with Otuado? Me, I don't have a problem with Ghana former player wasevo na Okochi. Whether or born now moye. Na yenka so to wa born tina manemba o. Ni ekase there is a problem bigger than Oto. Ntina yem trainer omuntwa appointment na anya sana save Ghana football kan.
Yes.
Otuado eye obi oye trainer scout ni rule no. Osua coaching ba. Ntimi me hu ni se bi ebetimi ama na time Aliu Cisse of Ghana bi. Me problem ne se Otuado nya manager. Germany following himself management of big players ano onu ho entinka wakwa fa ne technical team no na wo se nya nipa omo experience se bi a technical director bi a onimbo om
Otia kenten bi
obi obetimi aka se minim Ghana football history culture na me support Oto mrante mi hu omo nante akura metimi hu say something is wrong. Obi obetima aka no kura kire Oto
na mu si Ghana football egu na John Pentis ye nwu ya o mbese ye management
John Pentis appointment ne de no kura ni nyame anim ne ex players na omo ne omo wo hore nyina de know why ye de John Pentis oba say almost spite the demonstrators any ex players bi omo kasa o platform ne so no o hobby
nso aye na dwuma ye ne ya reward no
enti John Pentis o de a month before the appointment as Black Stars assistant or ye interview no mu bisa ne say former players be coachi adana also media fe na master ti o minyanru Black Star ye wo seniors be me hwa ma ho ode a minyanru
empen for so we do
me person ka me ko under 17
empen for so
na
we
do ye demonstration ni wie ye obeka say ohun anything wrong
obegina UTV
can qualify with UEFA Pro Lances and adona no Some no kind na UEFA issue no statement of qualification. Say on the highest, longest serving coach. Intiketo Kraku did not see anything wrong with him. Say obi o defend me wa bra pressure o me so ne de. And yes say oyebe qualify. Now ya na
no communicators wo ho ye de.
Yes, enti John Pencil de ne de. All the ex players o munim ni capacity. Ono John Pencil ni video per records onim ni capacity so ontumi. But kwai na yedi team ni man no akwanya aba yebetu kwai menya bibia di meye say nti ono so nka se wontumi but true Otuado ye inexperienced,
very inexperienced.
John Pencil ye inexperienced, highly very inexperienced. So Pep Guardiola mo de na o share the documentary nkrofo mo hyehyehye Jose Mourinho Aito Karanka mpanyimfo mo nimbo mo pa o masua no na o mo hye o machi na now they all follow foreign football o share Pep o mo gina na chi o tim say this man omo ideas no dey adwuma no o hwa Aito Karanka senior players
na United coach Sakra Van Nistelrooy to Hobby.
Yes obi o work culture of the team our experienced yeah they no to do obrea no your appointment
Vero, behave yourself Vero, behave yourself
o pe captains here sorry o twa na ni a o say be person we dey ma kudus pense o ti ase okay
Manemo
obi say Bruni no de ne buy no so no so e green sir
ono relegation cry
ntinka auto appointment no was the time and was see a tree abuni ehu the problem in the team nti players number Black Star no me hu say amanfo di o matem to be honest with you the nti mean the players atem ne say if they want to play they will play but the management of the team omo hu mpanyifo no call left mpanyifo no direction here left now most players they call right but patemu no omo hu say we do not have to come and work for people be to take glory say I say ye bebo ball no wa betia ye na ama ya she duty onim nkrofo onim omo ne omo dili omo ne multi-billionaires pounds British pounds ni euro pound billions yes and they control omo. I went to Crystal Palace Jordan are you omo owner no I said Twitter na ohu me call na me say me ambehwe ball uhu papa na okuta owner of Crystal Palace now hwe kwan a or say Ghana talent no me say Jordan are you future they say one of the most incredible the way Obeka Safa player no ho pese okra okoka kire ni say owner no opewasem oyada o onko kasem bia negative billionaires o na ye hwe ye nkola so ha me hu say Kurt ko kan asem no empanyifo bebre a chirachiro na bismo ka Kurt wa kan na me say no kra na ye de bobo wa kan no kra kire hwan no kra na is with Kurt
no kra no hwan na e ka kire na
mana no wa ka kire players no who is telling Kurt Okreku say you have failed in the appointment of these people you have failed in this who is telling him ba wo dia wo no kra wo kan yemfa camera nsi usu na ka ba nsentro de ko kan no kra hwe England under 15 that be me ba ha me kan say mo yansa na mako last time I ura chairman general
6 minutes more
na me say the only solution me say me nua kwaku ye boy minister of sports and a deputy minister of sports and me frere kwaku first say kwaku
ebusia me yentie sa solution we ya Sadiq Adams odigu joy mo me yentie ni yi pa
ma ban ne mauska ye proposal ma ban mauska na mani aban ne hu say in 10 years time ska we ye betua no in cash now dia mai but ye betua no in other capacity kura ansa na 10 years na so this is what I will say to Kwaku say Kwaku rush to government na catch am so mo mauska na call revamp Winneba Sports College na revamp pram na pe 40 rooms each 40 rooms I will be abedam 2 football nko na meka yo na Kwaku ko ma coaches a ekomo nne omo pe Derek Boateng mo ye adwuma pe lai kense mo ne say lai mon ko pe players 100 a omo ye 14 years JSS emreme na one Winneba for schools e ho ni nkomo na ka che Minister of Education say o pe free education ama Ghana scholarship nkwara omo JSS say nkwara we omo JSS ye ma omo scholarship SS free SHS nti ye de omo ba 14 years omo be ko JSS or Winneba schools omo bi pram schools so ho ya fa nkola 100 omo free ha ya fa coaches a omo ndimde otua kenten we head ya fa ba ko so de na ko pram
you could
top
always
coaches.
train your coaches
Kwaku me advice amede ma o se ni e bia enyi do ne but e be bo odin te se ben kofi una san kura 14 years na my coaches be 55 enko ba bia na o mo nsanya teachers o mo so charge o curriculum school na e free na o mo ye no na fa nkura no ko ne o ma me nkodi nkomo se Ghana aban be hwe nkola we so mutimi bo mo ho modern in the next 1 year ko amomode e be yina ba fie but say for hoko omo national camp the best nti omo ko pe under 17 no na afi ya pick omo from her nti hu se ko Palmer or 20 years and 18 na obo England national team omo ball from 14 years into one omo ball 4 years e ho na build culture English culture ne ho na build no ye dua no ho obo 4 years
some more DNA say where you so DNA na
ba bia pata dri na wo koche ni DNA obi a wono di apesi wi dompe na afa na wo koche se do Ghana na akora na wakofa no free wa abeto Winneba a wahwe na manako JSS ne SS no nya na wo koche ni patriotism ne ma be ka che se aban na ahwe wo bo na wo bo no bre ho ase na tena ho na wa mfa ka ma that is natural input of patriotism enti omo wa sa camp ho na no clubs bi be fa no ko abrochira wo ho no mbehia wo under 20 na Black Star omo ho no mo besua telepathy onim sa akwa we ye ne bo under 14 no who so wagina so ni sisi our brand money pass that is where they learn
Black Stars say just about 2 players no about youth team
omo ball against Sudan no none of them have played together at any Ghana national team.
Yes, but only 2 of them umpo. Na me find say youth team kudus ne I think
shall
I'm progress.
Michael say interview or say is an obo Ghana under 12 unimisa.
Yeah.
Obo Ghana under 12 on John Mensa. That time I say Ebejimbre no. If you need to me the policy ebo under 12. Sule Muntari ko Ghana under 17 or 16. On a chief Samunya na the omoko Winneba. Enti Michael say Morocco too na ye show mo Afcon no. Omo say omo rehearse ya na o say there be. Oni Suleiman Tari omada from under 17. Omada from under 20. Echo Black Meteors. Abebo Black Star about 12 years that time. Nti Sule o say me body language bi be Sule understands. Nya ho no to ado betre no. That is football no how where you build. Nti se Kwaku nya deputy sports minister and a minister. Nya fe na mkoka se Kwaku ye kopes kenni. Kwaku build this foundation. 10 years time Krana Benya 27 Black Star Beji Afcon.
Well, no crazy Jordan you say Obeja national team.
Oh, honestly, say time a video ni by Abontino. Na IASC. Na minya information be from somebody close to Kwesi Appiah say unlike the interpretation na F4 ne de maye no. Enye no kore. The guy was angry. Na one of his points in say Orban omo catcher ni say obe captain game no omo de captain ni makudus no omo anka hwe ankyere no before realizing na ebo kudus onu nso nim say over the years my catcher Ghana for say mo captaincy no mo de ma based on hierarchy nti first of all and in the absence of his brother mo sisi no na mo de san no wakomo obi o anka hwe na mo asa assure ni say match we mo captain because captain say on to me full playing by me access no na obeti nani no na obobi in fact in the course of the game no according to information somebody close to Kwesi Appiah was rather asked to go and speak to him because now we got yeah
as what
oh say they know the relationship between Kwesi
very
exactly
who opponent coach
who asked Kwesi Appiah to go and speak to Jordan
somebody within the Ghana team
Kwesi Appiah no mo se ka funyina di no
oh say on my Jordan debut a Black Stars game and omunim the relationship and omuntem and to the edin yenim say adwuma na oye Ghana ni exactly Kwesi in his primary school days from Bono watu God bless our homeland Ghana and God bless our homeland Sudan ye adwuma na dey go pie ti ato the edin na onu nua meka sa nya bone nti and the person I spoke to is very close to Kwesi Appiah. Nti no sa video na ba no ana interpretation na no F4 de man na nya sanete.
Yo obusia for Edamu ase say mo yambre na mo do etie this audio. This is what is going on in Ghana football. Mr. Ed, be shall see if you ho this will be your final submission which will be the solution concerning or in relation to Mr. Sadiq Adams any upon forum the two any nya so ye so what your solution we already know the kaka ba kon na me ne kojo wususu na me de wie say Dominic Soba ono so no obeya ne de yen sa de a and ye be end the program no without the rest beside shasi man Palace wo Mr. Ed I'm say Mr. Ed Koyosu Ozuo. Okay, hold on. Okay, me na maybe too. Ozu.
I'm wow.
Utumiti audio there, e ba clear.
And there be a clear, but and I just another topic for the day in there.
Oh, okay.
It man know YouTube.
Ni akai na Sadiq Adams ade ni submission ni solution ebetu dwa say ono de no office say ese omo ye ni say e base the base example dan kokuye bo akoye minister ni obesere dan kokuye bo say wo no kona cultural ban so mauska na go and revamp Universe Sports College, right? Ko na ko biemu na pe 40 rooms, full air condition, nice and pa bibia sisim na ko bie pram and so pe 40 rooms are nice, full air condition, nice. Now compare under 14 players, which is almost 12 years, 13 years, 14 years. Bako 100. Na from begum na abane mo sa 100 student scholarship free for GSS, tuition free. Omone winiba ane pram schools nu kokasa. na admit these students fa about 7 coaches very good like Kingston Derek Boateng there all over Ghana across all the regions pay 100 players very good under 14 form bra. Then after that pay coaches which is like Kingston Mutia Kenton more experience and I said kusia piano no do egu I lecture nkwala how to play soccer proper one. And to home do from 14 years and do 17 years. So normal bought together for 3 years. And I say for 4 years. To me winning under 17 World Cup. To me under 21. To me medu Black Star dear. Na ebia the least of them will be 25 years. Likely say Ghana be to me African Cup. Okay, ewo.
And I think I suggest now to make in mind there. Almost 100%. He's almost 100% right.
Okay.
Okay. If we say, let me give you one personal experience. Me call 2019. Me call that Cape Coast Stadium. What do you say Cape Coast Stadium? No hotel was here.
Okay.
They have a hotel inside the Cape Coast Stadium.
Okay.
Now, me call that one no. So me call that one. You know, I mean, washroom here they were inside, but hotel no. Sorry, stadium almost here and do just even 5 years on the crown. Had really bad facilities.
Okay.
That's what I say. And again, no. Oko aka sports Braka say, Okase, Sadiq Adams. Sorry, Okase, Papa, Dangokuye
Okay.
Dangokuye has been making adverts and then me MVP, won't me MVP biased. So now and then, no problem there. Dangokuye has been praising the government for sponsoring most of our astroturfs. Ghana, maybe not a war, just 3 astroturfs. But now, no, but I'm telling you on authority, Kasua astroturf, Omusino, in the 3 months. Siciano, a chickens, no, Kasua astroturf. Kasua astroturf. I can take a picture for you tomorrow for you to see. We see why Dallas no I don't know more and try so a bit speaky against some of these things because for almost in school be a Anglo school our colleague
this I had a tutu ana
a tutu Mr. 3 months in point do tutu I'm telling you this based on authority.
Okay.
And I'm not going to mince words. And I'll be saying, now same one we will say, few more the videos be by about some community, sorry, regional media being money a day, say, look, if we forget the fundamentals, if you mean those just now, I would say, if you forget to improve our fundamentals, those things will continue and will keep on to hunt us. It will continue to hunt us because, Sabi, don't me every Odia, Nemamia won war, USA, and after Europe, let's say Yawon or Serbia, not Papa Ghana Ninti, or both third division or second division or first division, even playing for Western Belgrade, or playing for, let's say, Arsenal. It means first panel and say you are giving that person the opportunity 100% to play as if say Nipano Sabi. Okay, I'm not a boys a penny for a Black Star. You can mention the teams they played locally. You can appear about how to cook.
Yeah.
Like Kingston. Maybe I got my Kingston or a Liberty professional.
Yeah. Like Kingston or Great Olympics. Hello. Kujo. Hello, Kujo. Ibusiafo em say Japan for no you gina so ache for more than 2 hours, 2 hours 25 minutes na your program we. Mijili say you also like the program. Kujo Hene. Oh, Kujo just said, how could this be, brother? Kabio, Bra Kujo, Kabio, Mijili says San Antonio for Obia Hoye. How could this be? How could this be? In fact, Ghana football no aye bibia oho. Aye bibia oho. Ntino, ebusia se wo hwe now subscribe to this very channel. Bombarding. You are watching us on YouTube, TRK Multimedia. TRK is the Royal King. TRK Multimedia. And I will share your Facebook here, and also the Royal King. Since I want subscribe to this very channel, Mr. Wa Bombarding, now subscribe to this channel. Now we are now share. Now, Mr. Also come say a Vasca freelancers, and a boy chidom near the Jumedi Bremo. Yeguswa na ye di inkomo concerning Ghana football senior editorial bibi a call ne ye were top journalists bi e wo man mu omode onu di sem aba Sadiq Adams dan koku ye boa ene mpinfo mu hie mu e wo Peace FM ya bo audio ni na ya bo the peace there na submission na omode tu dwa no any what do you call it secret a buyer concerning players no umbu fu o muka say even if they were aware say Kretokreku obe record this advice no a odema omo no ana say bufu no say didi atem no didi omo no so obe record it na ko de betuju anko mu na omo work it out yeah nti bro players no umbu fu pa na Sadiq Adam so ode ne nanu di se ma ba say ono die so o ye no minister anko bejiska e wa ban ho o de revampo Winneba Sports College ene pram wa revampo wa pen kwala mo under 14 which is 12 13 years for no wa pesa ankwara no oduwe begu e dan mu no amam scholarship wa pe school Winneba ene pram amam no mako no wa pe 7 coaches no matna oho no mata te say boarding house umbe training kwala yi de bi ompon school and one so umbe boss amna so mbo mu wiara mu school sa kusibra e best start under 17 yes Ghana football into wa mu do work up no na nkwala na bo together for more than 4 5 6 years they say utumu so umbe do Black Stars na bibia aye kama a very good submission that kokuya was so ono njin this any government e Ghana being NDC or MPP has the balls to dissolve GFA. No government has the balls. To say Nigeria for year one or dissolve ya FIFA ban yes, let the ban come. People are ready. Say yam ban Ghana football for 7 years, for 6 years, for 5 years. And to home 5 years in so no. Yes, na BBI ya kama. Maybe a yenye papa or berani. Ghana there, Nigeria for had the balls to dissolve it, but Ghana no one has the balls to dissolve it. But me say because of politics in many Mr. Ed Canada many Dominic Obu or say the phone no the battery no off and many Kujo Owusu also Ghana many Nana Kwesi also Ghana and di enkomo no yetwetwe enkomo me amidi dwedi hu cha me midi e de ata bafo jamra utumi Ephraim the Royal King. Michelle, so subscribe to this very channel. Now bombarding, now subscribe. Na BBI kama. Medamu na ase obi bia or participate in program both on Facebook, the Royal King, and on YouTube bia no. Medamu ase bebre say we na botumi participate. This is live program. Yeah, this is a live program. Into Rosie Gift Yemki, Vada Kumi, Medroda Bu, Simpson, Kujo Aban, Hannah Yankson, Kujo Hene, Medamu na say mobile Facebook na mo support ye ni obi a ye hu ni dimbia na almost am comment YouTube Unity Aboaje Kuku musi de Medamu na ase ye be share biom da for hopefully coming weekend ye be share biom monitors for young coupon and expect our next content. Next content in Ebaba. It's about Ghana's goalkeeping department. Ghana's goalkeeping department. Do you know, say, goalkeepers trainer for Sudan? Honestly, Ghana Niana. Goalkeeper now buy or chi to the sense or chi ball or lives we 2 honor going to me kudus and to me and Shannon. Do you know the brain behind this goalkeeper is also a Ghanaian, apart from Kusiapia winning? That is our next content. Intimate so subscribe your bombardier subscribe and watch out for this guy. He didn't the Eric. Meanwhile, the same name and twaso. Yamia Domba, Besaka Sabium. Bonitas for Yanko Point. Bye bye.
Arise, all Black Stars, arise. Be ruthless and don't be timid. We are the stars of Africa. We never say die.
Bedu so me sure say what your conversation who demonstration there cause first of na Sadiq say muti ye na expect sanka muslim problem na e so in Ghana football I sanka muslim joining demonstration be musu say yeah from players
says Minister there's a challenge in Ghana football we have a country say there's no challenge now listen Omo called demonstration. They didn't go to the demonstration because of only blasters.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Why must we fear any fool? Why? Look what is happening. Guys, this is the theft. The theft tomorrow will not be different from what we're standing on today. Let's do it.
All Black Stars, arise. Be ruthless and don't be timid. We are the stars of Africa. We never say die.
Let's get ready to rumble.